Hi, welcome back to another edition of Quarantine Kitchen Panama. We have big news that was announced earlier this week. We have a reopen plan. By October 12th, our borders should open for international flights, which means hopefully we'll start getting some tourists back in here. In the meantime, starting September 7th, we have various businesses starting to open, like construction and retail, eventually the hotels and the restaurants. Some places like bars and theaters and big public gathering kind of places aren't going to open yet, but it's going to come. So as long as everything goes to plan, we are very excited about this news. And today we are going to reuse our Italian meatballs, the little bitty ones that we made last week or last time for the pizza. We're going to reuse and we're going to do a pasta. It's called Puttanesca, and it means literally the ladies of the night pasta from Italy. And it's really fragrant, really good. It's got a lot of strong flavors. There's anchovy, caper, olive, just a whole bunch of stuff going on. We're going to make a little twist because we got in a smoker. So we're going to smoke our tomatoes and use our wood chips and make this yummy pasta. So y'all stay tuned. Although it's a beautiful sunny day, as you can see from the intro, for some reason our power is out. Welcome to island life. We also, because we have no power, have no water. So it might take us a little while to film this one. We're going to start with, hope you can see, we're going to start with smoking our tomatoes. Now this is a product I love. It's called Cameron Stovetop Smoker. We have the little baby one here, but there's a bigger size one. I love this thing so much. It was given to me as a gift many years ago, that I ended up buying all my employees in my kitchen at my restaurant one of these for Christmas one year and put their bonuses inside. They all loved it. I've ended up giving it to my friends, my family. It's a great gift. The regular size one's like $50, and it's the best thing because you can smoke everything inside and it smells so good. So it comes with these little wood chips, and believe it or not, you only need about a tablespoon to actually smoke a batch. So you do that, and in this little one, you have to line it with foil. But in the regular size one, it comes with a little pan, kind of like the pan you get with a toaster oven, like that. And that's it. You put the grate on, and we have chunked up the tomatoes. You don't need them too small. You don't want them falling through. We're going to put them in here. You don't want to overcrowd it. So we're going to do this in a couple of batches. And actually, I'll put a little bit more. So we'll do about half our tomatoes in this batch. And it only takes, believe it or not, for tomatoes, about 8 to 10 minutes to get them smoked. So that's kind of nice. It's not too full. It's in a single layer. We're going to take it over to our stove top. And all you do is simply smash it in, click on your light, and let it go. Alright, this has only been on for about a minute and you can already smell the smoke. It's so nice. It's, like I said, the best thing ever. So we're going to start our sauce while that's going on. Put a little bit of olive oil in our pan. It's already started heating up. And we're going to start with some onion. This is about 1.5 cups, 2 cups. I'm making a pretty big batch because I am bringing this to some friend's house tomorrow so they can all try it. We have a little poker game on Thursday, so it's a lot of fun and we always eat really well. It's nice. So we're going to saute our onions down and then add the rest of our ingredients. So the onions are already done. I'm going to let them sit for a minute. This is the second batch of tomatoes. If you look really closely, you can kind of see the smoke coming out. So yummy. I could actually tap that in a little bit more. They are so good. When they're done, you're going to have a few that's going to be a little bit charred, and that's good. That's just extra flavor. So those are the ones that fall through the cracks. So I'm going to show you a trick. Instead of roasting garlic for a long time or boiling it or whatever you're going to do to soften it to make anything, pasta, garlic toast, anything, I learned this trick a long time ago. You put a little bit of olive oil in a pan, turn it on high, and just take whole garlic, just whole cloves of garlic. You don't peel them, you don't cut the little ends off, and you just throw them in the pan. Get them in a single layer and let those sit there and char. Once they, you'll hear it. They'll start sizzling and char, kind of blacken, and then you're going to flip them over and let them char on the other side, and we'll show you how awesome and quick you can have some nice roasted garlic paste. Okay, so I'm starting to flip these cloves over. You see how they're getting nice and blackened on the skin? And we're going to let them cook for a minute on the other side, let them cool and peel them, and it's going to be the most fragrant, yummy, quick garlic paste you'll ever have. So we had to take this outside because it's really dark in the kitchen where I'm trying to do this, and I couldn't really see the black from the blackness of the room. So now we have the roasted garlic is cool, and as you see, all you do is kind of lightly smash it. You really don't even have to do much, and the skin just literally peels off, and you are left with this beautiful, soft, gooey paste. Now we're going to use some of this in the pasta, and then we're going to use some of it in our garlic bread, because you got to have the nice garlic bread. Look at that, it just comes right off, to sop up this good sauce, because you don't want to leave anything in the bowl. Trust me, the Puttanesca is so good. So the tomatoes are nice and smoked. I just turned off the flame. Look at that, it's so nice. We're going to let these cool and put them with the other batch and start our pasta sauce again. So the tomatoes are smoked, everything is prepped, everything's ready to go. I am going to start the Puttanesca sauce. So the first thing we're going to do is build some layers. We've already got our smashed roasted garlic, but we're going to add some fresh garlic cloves just to give it a little bite and give it a little kick, and that gives it a really pungent, nice smell. So cook those for not too long, about a couple of minutes, just to give them a little bit of a cook. We're going to add capers. Now the capers are very important, and if you get some of the juice, it's fine, because the sauce is just, like I said, so pungent. We're going to go ahead and get some capers in there. Saute those with the garlic. We're going to taste this. We might need more, but I'm going to do about a half a jar right now. This is a little bit bigger size jar. We're going to add our smashed garlic. It's smelling so good already. I can see why the ladies of the night enticed the sailors to their boudoirs while they were making this. We're going to take some black olives, and what I like to do is just smash them. So it kind of gives it a rustic, I mean, this isn't fancy. Just smash them, put them in there. We're going to let this cook a minute, and then we're going to add some more ingredients. Alright, so the garlic is toasted up a little bit. This is smelling so good. These are anchovies. I just kind of rough cut them. It's just your regular anchovy fillets you get in the little cans. And this is about 2 handfuls. So we're going to add those to this pasta. They're already cooked, they're already seasoned, they're already marinated. And I wish we had light so you could see how beautiful this looks. Oh my God. Even better smell. I do feel like now that the anchovies are in, I'm going to need a few more capers, so I'm just going to add another couple of spoonfuls. With the juice, like I said, this is pungent sauce. And then we're going to take, this is what we get here, just a regular pasta sauce. You can make your own marinara by all means. If you want to, go ahead and do it. But this is nice. It's a pomodoro. It's just something we get here, and it's really nice and has a good mild flavor. So it's not going to overpower anything that we have in this pot already. So we're going to stir that in. And last but not least, we're going to take our smoked tomatoes. See how some of them have a little bit of a char. These, you want the liquid as well. No, don't even worry about draining these. You want everything in there, all the goodness, and just dump those in the pot. We're going to let this simmer for probably about 45 minutes to an hour and let all those flavors marry, and this is going to be so amazing. This sauce has been simmering for about 30 minutes, and oh my God, it smells so good. And it is the perfect, you can taste all these flavors, the anchovies, the capers, the garlic, it's yum. The only thing left to add now is some heat. So we're going to, got this pan warming up, add a little bit of crushed red pepper. I like to toast it first. It takes the complete bite out of it and gives it just a little bit of an earthier feel. So we're going to toast this up for a second. Get it nice and mixed with that olive oil. See how it starts popping? It's almost like popcorn. You gotta kind of stand back. You don't want that in your eye. And yeah, it doesn't take long since the pan was so hot. So we're toasting that, and we're gonna add it to the sauce. Stir that up and let it simmer for just a little bit longer. In the meantime, we're gonna start some water to boil for our pasta and make our garlic toast. So the power has come back on. It's only been like, I don't know, 4 hours. But now we have our pasta water boiling. Our sauce is just smelling and tasting amazing. There's one last step, which is very important. We're gonna take our Italian meatballs, which you remember we made with the mild Italian seasoning and the ground pork from Essential Bakers, Joel Roth. Amazing stuff, y'all. And it doesn't really matter, they're frozen, they're little bitty baby meatballs anyway. So we're going to dump those into the sauce and let those just cook and sop up all those flavors as well as the Italian sausage. By the time our pasta's finished, this will be perfection. In the meantime, we're gonna get our bread ready. So with the roasted garlic that we used, mixed it with some butter, and you see the nice dark flecks in here. And we're just gonna schmoo this on our bread. I mean, literally, and put it in the broiler and toast it. I mean, look at that. You can't get any better than that. In the end, if we had parsley, which we don't here, you could sprinkle a little parsley on it for some green. But this is gonna be just as yummy. And you're gonna be able to sop up all that sauce out of your bowl. I mean, you're not even gonna have to wash your bowl by the time we're finished with this. And put this in the oven and toast it, and we're ready to go. So there you have it. Puttanesca pasta, little spaghetti noodles, some schmoot garlic bread with our roasted garlic. This is so amazing and so good and so flavorful. Oh my God, I could eat it every day.